What to do in the case of a fire. The most important part of fire safety is to make sure you have been trained in your establishment's fire evacuation procedure. Evacuation means to remove people from a place of danger. It is important to know the evacuation plan well, so that you will know what to do in the case of a fire. Be sure to know where the emergency exits and stairs are, ensuring they are clear from any objects and that you will know a definite path to take to get there. In this lesson, we will begin with the steps for what to do in the case of a fire. Then, what to do as trained fire safety personnel. And lastly, a daily fire safety precaution. Let's begin with the steps for what to do in the case of a fire. The most important part of looking after yourself and your guests during a fire is to stay calm. Don't run. Being frantic causes more trouble than the fire itself and will only get someone hurt. If you think there may be a fire inside a room, do not enter the room without placing the back of your hand near the door to feel if there is heat. Never open the door if you feel heat, as this could cause the fire to spread further and cause more damage. If you are in a room cleaning and you become aware of a fire that has broken out, there are 5 main steps to follow. Step 1. Call the correct person, switchboard or front office, and give them your name, location and size of the fire, describing if it is spreading or if it is in one area. Then describe the type of fire, Class A, B or C, and tell the person if anyone is hurt, and if so, how many. Always phone and ask for help. Don't be a hero. Make sure you know which numbers to call in an emergency. Learn these off by heart. Step 2. Listen to the person you have called for specific instructions that you need to follow. Step 3. Get out of the area. Close all doors and windows behind you if possible, and move your trolley out of the way. Make sure your trolley doesn't block the corridor where guests may need to get out quickly. Step 4. Begin with the evacuation procedure that you have been taught at your establishment, being sure not to use any lifts or electrical equipment during the evacuation. Warn others that you see along the way of the fire and help them if it is possible, especially children, handicapped and elderly guests. And lastly, Step 5. Once in the designated assembly area, managers will count if everyone is there and safe. Never leave this area until told to do so, because managers may think something has happened to you. Never go back into the building until you are told that it is safe to do so. Let's discuss what you could do if you are a colleague that is a trained fire safety professional at your establishment. If you are trained in fire safety, after you have phoned for help, and you see that the fire is small enough to be extinguished by a fire extinguisher, use this to put the fire out. By phoning first, at least the safety team will know where you are and will come to help you anyway. If there is a lot of smoke in the area, your eyes will start to burn and you will have difficulty breathing. The smoke will rise, so get on your hands and knees or as low down as possible and crawl so that you can get any fresh air that may still be there for you. There should be fire extinguishers and fire blankets at your establishment. You should know where they are and be trained on how to use them. We know that if we were to remove one of the 3 things that keep fires burning, the fire would stop. So, we either need to starve the fire of fuel, this is removing what is burning, or cool it down by sand or water, and take away its air by smothering or covering it. Lastly, let's look at a daily fire safety precaution we can take. Fire extinguishers stop working after a certain time, so while you are cleaning them in your normal day, be sure to check their expiry dates. If you find one that is past its expiry date, let your supervisor know about it immediately. They can then tell the correct people responsible for the extinguishers. By knowing about fires, the fire evacuation procedures, and following some basic rules, you can be confident about what to do in an emergency, and help keep your guests and yourself safe in the case of fires. Fortunately, if you are prepared, it will help you to handle an emergency situation. In any such situation, the main thing you need to know is what you should do and what your role is in the procedures, so that you can keep yourself and the guests safe.